Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bart Coppens from the highlands in Brazil. Currently I'm in a mountain. The altitude here is about 1200 meters. It's not extremely high, but it's high enough to get some highland species that you generally only see in the mountains. Let's see if we can see any special butterflies here today in the Brazil Atlantic rainforest. Let's take a look.
Wow, so fancy. What is this place? This is my secret quote-unquote research house in the mountains of Nova Friburgo in Brazil. I'm staying here for several days to study insects. I was invited here by an elderly Brazilian lady that is interested in biology. I'm going to respect her privacy, however, and keep her name identity a secret. But she owns a beautiful mountain cottage in Brazil. Let's give her the codename Lola. Thank you, Lola, for allowing me to stay here.
Now, instead of long and complicated walks and trails through the jungle, today I just want to explore the roadside. Because it's easy to walk along the road in Brazil, and because along the road you can also see cool insects who stop sometimes. See, here's a white morpho butterfly in the back. Can you see it? Like, here along the road is a lot of forest, a lot of jungle, and if I just follow the road here, you're gonna see a lot of insects come out of the forest.
Hey, if you ask me the question, which species of butterfly is the most common species in Brazil? Then my answer would be the common satyr or Hesperiidae hermes. Now we all know butterflies as these shiny and colorful things, but many species of them are actually simply plain brown. And this is one of those. Hesperiidae hermes is found almost everywhere in Brazil. From plains to mountains to swamps to lowlands and more. Interestingly, it is found in many more places too. This butterfly can even be found from southern Texas in the United States of America, through Mexico, all the way down to Brazil, Suriname and Bolivia. The caterpillars of this species supposedly eat grasses, and the butterflies are found pretty much anywhere there is a good amount of grasses and a little bit of shade. This often means forest edges, roadsides, meadows, lawns and gardens, and any other grassy place.
Alright people, they're not particularly colorful, but they are butterflies. I notice here along the roadside a small area with dozens of small brown satyr butterflies. And hey, even species that are not colorful deserve a little bit of attention. Let's have a close look. I don't know if it's visible, but if you look very closely, there's a lot of small brown butterflies patrolling the road. You'll see them fly across the screen once in a while. Sometimes they're fighting. You have to look kind of closely, I guess, because they're small. See, there's another one. So how common is this butterfly here? Very common. There's literally hundreds in these bushes. I bet with a few strokes of my net I can catch more than one. Let's see what we've got. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I think I caught like 4 of them in just a few strokes with my net. Let's carefully take a look inside. They're gonna fly away now, but can you see that? There's a lot of them, of these butterflies. These are really common along the roadside. Really common. This one has decided to stay on my hand. That's cool. See? There's so many of them. Very common here. Oh, you want to stay too? Okay, that's fine. Come on, let's get you guys out. I think we had 5 of them at this point. Huh. Well, I suppose that was a good trick for making a close-up. Catch some of them in your net. And for some reason they'll just bond with you or something. Funny little... I wonder why this one doesn't have long antennae. Otherwise it's a cute species, isn't it? Very common here, there's hundreds of these. Tell me, buddy, what happened to your antennae? Such a funny little species, eh? Interesting. Along the roadside I also noticed tiny white flowers. There's some herbs here. And some of the herbs are flowering. And they are also attracting very interesting small butterflies. Let me show you some of them.
Yep, roadside weeds and flowers are important for Mother Nature. They nourish insects. For some reason this area seems to have a lot of skipper butterfly species, including this one with long tails, Spicauda teleus, I think. Skipper butterfly lovers, pay attention to this episode. Hey, another species of skipper from Brazil. I believe this one could be Vihelius clavicula. Very interesting markings.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this area seems to have a rich diversity in skippers. I know skippers aren't the biggest, most colorful butterflies in the world most of the time, but it is an interesting observation, and there is a whole diversity of skipper butterflies that are very obscure and understudied. So maybe it's cool to have a look at the local skippers here. It's different from what we usually have on this channel.
Drinking moisture from humid sand on the floor was another skipper, Dalajelski.
I guess the day is not complete with a white morpho butterfly. Now the white morpho butterfly right now is extremely common in this area. This is Morpho epistrophes, and these butterflies have a pearl-like shine. Can you see it? The pearl. It's very beautiful. Extremely beautiful and awesome butterfly. I caught it many times before here in Brazil. It seems to be very common this season. Very beautiful morpho. Most people know morpho butterflies as the shiny blue ones, but they can have different colors. Some of them are brown, some of them are orange, some of them are even greenish or silverish. And this is a white one, the white morpho butterfly. Well, it's starting to struggle, so I better let it go. Farewell, my friend. Let me show you one more close-up of this awesome pearl. Alright, you're free, my friend. You are free.
The white morpho butterfly, or Morpho epistrophus, is quite common in the mountains in the Atlantic rainforest in Brazil in the summer season. Every few minutes one seems to pass by, and I've shown you this species in many videos at this point. They seem to follow roads and trails along forest edges. This crazy species has only one brood per year because their caterpillars have a development time of about 8 months. That's right, their larvae always hibernate. Alright, I just spotted one of the prettiest beetles I ever encountered in the wild. In the rainforest in Brazil there is a family of beetles known as the Buprestidae or the jewel beetles. They can be found in many other places across the globe as well. But some species are as colorful and shiny as jewels, hence their name. Their larvae tend to bore into the wood of living trees or plant roots. After feeding on the plant tissues or the wood, they pupate and turn into beetles. This seems to be a beetle in the genus Conognata. Now somebody suggested it could be Conognata pretiosissima, although I am not entirely sure. It's surprisingly difficult to identify this beetle, even if its color is this remarkable. Not much is known about the biology of this species at all. What the plants the larvae eat in nature seems to be a mystery. This is why I came to Brazil to document, film and also study insects. The rainforest has thousands of species of insects that are badly documented and that we don't know anything about. Pretty though, isn't it? It really is like a jewel or a gemstone. Wow, the jewels of nature. Oh look, it's a heliconius.
Under this leaf there just seems to be this totally random pupa. I have no idea what species pupated here. It has a hairy pupa. I'm gonna take it. I'm going to adopt this pupa and see what species it is. It looks potentially like a limantrid. One of the species of tussled moth, maybe. Let's see. Alright, this road looks potentially interesting. It's sunny, there's tall vegetation and some grasslands on the side. If I was a butterfly, I would hang out here, so let's take a look. Ooh, now this is lovely. Got myself a nice species of Heliconius. Who doesn't love Heliconius? They're such a wonderful genus, with marvelous colorful species in it with interesting biology.
Oh, cute! This is a Heliconius bescae, and this species can only be found in the mountains. So take a good look. In my other videos, this species was absent because I filmed a lot of my outdoor videos in the lowlands. But now I am in the mountains, and there we exclusively find Heliconius bescae on high altitudes. Feast your eyes on this beautiful butterfly. I love its colors. Wow, it's like a love letter.
Now, before a bunch of hippies start crying that I'm touching the butterflies and catching them, the butterflies are unharmed and I release all of them back into nature. You are free, my friend. Bye bye. So just know that videos like this have massive educational value, allowing people to learn about nature, even people in other countries who don't live in Brazil, maybe who don't have the money to travel the world like I do, and they want to see tropical butterflies and learn about them. Now they can on my channel. Second of all, I study butterflies and moths here in Brazil. I work together with a bunch of professional entomologists. If you don't believe me, you can go to my channel and see the truth for yourself. I don't hurt them. They're maybe a little bit stressed or uncomfortable, but I release all of them. They're not hurt. This is just a disclaimer against the babies who sometimes complain about the fact. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the show. This roadside does have some nice stuff in it. Hey, I see something interesting on the road. Oh, I like the look of these flowering plants. The white flowers are very tall, unfortunately. So if there are any butterfly visiting, I can't make a good close-up, but I can use my net to catch the butterflies attracted to it. Yeah, I think I see another Heliconius up there. Let's try and get it down. No, that's too much. Huh! Yes, oh no, I missed it. Let's keep trying. Let's keep trying. Subtly. Butterfly is alert now. That's stupid. Gotcha. And there we go. Ah. Alright, the landscape is starting to be more open, but the time is also becoming a little bit late. Slowly the sun is starting to go down. I think soon I will turn back and go back to where I came from. Making this video on the shorter side if I do, but hey, that's fine. You know, on my channel I have videos that are like 3 to 4 hours long. I even made a 7-hour long video about autism. Literally, that's not a joke. So I think some shorter nature videos will be appreciated too. Not everything has to be 2 hours long. Oh my god, this is a very special butterfly. This is a period that mimics a swallowtail. Fantastic! I wasn't hoping to see this one today, but this is an amazing find. Wow! These butterflies are a little bit more scarce. See if I can net it with my net. Actually, if it decides to come a little bit closer, I feel like I will not have to catch it. Oh, never mind, it just left. Here it goes. I'm still doubting should I catch it or not. Because if I fail to catch it, I will scare it away forever. And maybe there's a chance it will just land in front of my camera. Because the butterfly seems to be interested in feeding on flowers. But just to make it clear, this is a Hesperiidae. A period butterfly. It comes from the Whites family. I think it's Argonias brasolis or something like that. And it's really cool because it's black and red, and it's something you rarely see in periods. And you rarely see periods pretending to be swallowtail butterflies. Yes, this is it. This is the close-up I wanted. Fantastic! Fantastic! Look at how much it looks like a Hesperiidae butterfly. That's so crazy, huh? Mimicry is so fascinating. Wow! I love this species. It's beautiful, it's unique, everything is cool about it. This makes me very happy. This makes me very, very happy to see. Amazing. A fake cattle heart. Okay, this is incredible. It's sitting perfectly in front of my camera. Perfectly. This is all I wanted. Now people, I don't catch butterflies for no reason at all. I only catch butterflies to identify them. If a butterfly decides to sit perfectly still in front of my camera, then I will not catch it because there's no point. I'm just doing it to have a close-up of the wings. If the butterfly decides to give itself up and land in front of my camera, I will not harass it. All I'm interested in is in the close-up for identification purposes. That was a fantastic butterfly. It's one of my favorites. I'm really happy to have a close-up of that one. Wow! A period that mimics a cattle heart butterfly. Fantastic. It's crazy how high the vegetation here is along the road, huh? Fantastic. Such a powerful forest. I love it. You don't see stuff like this in my country. The Netherlands doesn't even have forest half this size. Wow. This is why I have to travel more for my YouTube channel, people. You cannot imagine the things I can show you in other countries. Alright people, it's time to go back to my entomological research house. Believe it or not, I'm studying insect here and I got my own research house. And tonight I'm going to put up a trap that will attract rare moths and other insects using UV light. So I have to go back and start the preparation for tonight's research. Because tonight I'm going to look at the local species of moth that occur here. Now people, I'm almost back in my research house, but not before filming this awesome hair streak that is sitting here. Unfortunately it's sitting in the shadow, so it's difficult to see the full extent of its colors. It's more like a creamy yellow. Let's see if I can take the leaf subtly. Oh, it's gone. Alright people, this is the house where I prepared a moth trap tonight. Now the house does have a garden with a significant amount of flowers. So that's where I maybe will end the video. Because there's no doubt there's going to be butterflies on the flowers. That's the last thing I'm gonna show you today. But there's some good species of butterflies on the flowers usually. Alright, so this is a garden with a lot of flowers, and this should attract some nice butterflies as well, people. That's a lot of flowering plants, eh? Let's see what's here. Ooh.
And then I saw something really crazy. A giant shiny rainbow longhorn beetle. Oh my god. I'm going to be honest though, I have absolutely no clue what this species could be. So today I really need the help of my viewers. Dear fans and followers, what species of longhorn beetle is it? I'm more of an expert in butterflies and moths. I have no clue about beetles. Today is a good day for colorful beetles, it seems though. Cerambycid beetles tend to live in the wood of living trees. I would be very grateful if one of my viewers or fans has an identity for this incredible creature. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you think you know the name of this species, then drop a comment or just send me an email.
Alright folks, that's the end of this butterfly video. But stay tuned because, ooh, my hair looks so bad right now. Look like a 70-year-old man. Tonight I'm going to attract insects here in this place and research what kind of moths will show up at my insect trap. So stay tuned and subscribe because I have a cool video coming up about the giant silk moths of this area. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. My attempt at making an insect trap. Will it work? Let's find out, I suppose. I think it will be good enough to attract some nice species. Even though professional entomologists are probably sitting here laughing at my attempt, it should be okay. At least for me right now. My name is Bart Coppens, a traveling entomologist on social media that studies butterflies and moths and cares about the environment. Today I came all the way from the Netherlands to Brazil to help out the restoration of the Atlantic rainforest, one of the most deforested rainforests in the world. I joined a wildlife conservation and reforestation effort named REGUA. Here, as a volunteer, I am helping and trying to draw awareness to this project on social media while researching the butterflies and moths in the area and showing you the coolest insects on YouTube to draw awareness for them. Behind me is a tree nursery. Can you see it? Wow! Here the volunteers are growing thousands of native plants, trees and shrubs. These trees and plants will be planted in areas that were reforested, so the forest can be restored. And hopefully, these little baby trees that I'm holding here will one day grow into a major rainforest and will be able to restore the environment and all the plants and animals that were once lost due to human influence. However, it is difficult for me to do this. My YouTube channel is completely permanently demonetized by YouTube, and YouTube still refuses to tell me why. What I do is expensive. Traveling the world is expensive. And I don't make money, not a single cent, from any of the videos that I upload. Therefore, I want to remind you this channel is 100% crowdfunded. The donations of my fans, viewers and supporters are what enables me to travel the world, go all the way to Brazil and help with reforestation and conservation of the environment. If you like the show, if you like what I do, consider donating to my channel. There are several options available in the links in the description. There's Patreon, where you can buy a subscription, there's PayPal, there's Ko-Fi, there's many ways to send me a payment. All the funds I raise online will be used for the production of more videos, for my research projects on insects and nature, or to draw attention to wildlife and conservation projects like REGUA, here behind me. I'd love to show you more about it on YouTube, so subscribe and check out my other videos. Of course, I'm not entitled, you don't have to give me anything, and it doesn't make you less of a viewer if you don't. I'm only reminding those who are willing and those who are able to donate. It's not an obligation, you can enjoy this stuff, of course, for free. I enjoy all your comments and viewership. This was Bart Coppens, I hope to see you again. Hope to see you next video, bye bye.
Hey man, I didn't make any money from this video. And all my other videos. Because YouTube utterly and permanently demonetized my channel, and that sucks. I will continue to make videos though, because I love educating people about insects and documenting species that have rarely been filmed or documented by anyone before. But you can help me. The things I do are only possible because of the generous donations and tips that I receive from my fans. You can imagine that traveling the world to film insects is quite expensive, and to be honest, impossible to do without the financial support of my viewers. If you like my show, consider buying a subscription to Patreon or donating by any other means available in the description. Of course, this message is only directed to those who are willing and able to afford it. Help yourself before you help others. My show is completely crowdfunded though. And I hate bringing attention to that fact. But it is also necessary for the survival of my channel. Hey, I love all of you regardless. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in my next rainforest adventure. Bye bye.